Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause of sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
If you don't like me, but you keep watching my shit, you're still a fan. I can't even begin to explain how many individuals I have on my social media right now talking shit about my message, about me, about how I look, about the individuals I surround myself with who don't follow me, don't like me, and don't actually want to see me succeed. But you still here, homie, so you still a fucking fan. And if you just took your focus off of me, off of my life, my accomplishments, my daily tasks, you would probably already be successful.
Three places that you can stay for absolutely free. 3 of them. You ain't got to play a doggone thing. Hear me. Understand that you can stay out my face for free. You can stay out my business for free. And you can stay out my way for free. Those things won't cost you a doggone thing. 3 places you can stay for absolutely free. Thank you.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Well, good morning, beautiful people. Happy Manic Monday. I'm here. I showed up. I did with my coffee mug in hand, right? Gotta have the festivities in the hand. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Coffee Club, this crazy place we call the Coffee Club. It is so nice to see everybody here today. Before we get started, I'm going to say good morning to everybody. But before, we know we were having technical issues yesterday. I want to see if the technical issues have fixed themselves or if we have a problem here. Oh, Angie Lee, thank you. Thank you for the awesome super sticker. Thank you, love. But before we get started, I've got to pull this in. We got to see if we can hear this. Guys, let me know if you guys can hear this. And we hear. I'm praying we can hear this. I'm praying that we could hear that. Was that muted or did you guys hear it? Ah! Are we kidding? What the hell? Well, Houston, we have a problem, and I don't know what the problem is. But it's starting to piss me off. Oh boy, let's see here. I don't know what happened. I really don't. Background's off, the audio. Okay. Figure out the audio. So, built-in mic. All right, guys. I'm back. Can you hear me now? You guys better be able to hear me now. It's saying it. You guys, the volume is good. Okay. Now, can we hear this? Can you guys hear the video that I just played? We can hear you. Okay. Let me just keep playing this video. I'm playing a video right now. Hear it playing behind me. That is just crazy because even if nothing more, you should be able to hear it through the microphone. Like literally, if nothing more, you should be able to hear the video through the microphone. I don't understand why it's literally not allowing me to play. Let me see if I like it's dry. This is driving me nuts. And I can't fix it unless I'm on here. Now I can't hear anything. No video. Okay, but you guys can hear me fine because I could see the thing bouncing. You know what? I wonder if it has anything to do with what I did yesterday. Hold on a second. Go from the top. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, good. So you guys can now hear me, but you guys still can't hear my videos. Screen. Okay, let's see if it can give me some information on why my shared screen has no while sharing screen solved. Let's see what this says. Who knows? We might be able to play videos. I'm trying to see something. And understand them. You guys can't hear that. It's hilarious. I understand this guy. It's hilarious. Oh. All right, let me see if this works. This might work. This might not work. We'll see. We'll see. Let me just drop this. Stop screen share. Now, I've never had to do it this way before, but it's saying I can do it this way. Oh, fuck. Which one is it now? Audio problems. Let's see if I can share this. All right. Can you hear now?
यहाँ पे मैंने शेयर स्क्रीन कर दिया है और टीचर्स का ये कहना था कि वो अपने आप को जैसे यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं जो होस्ट यहाँ पे शो होता है उसको हम रिमूव कर लेते हैं.
You guys hear it though?
तो यहाँ पे देखिएगा मेंशन आता है कि your audio was also removed.
I'm curious if you guys can hear him now. Yay! I cannot believe it made me do that. That sucks. That's not how I've ever done it before. Let me change this layout. And then now it makes it so much smaller on the screen. It kind of sucks a little bit, but hey, we can hear it. We can hear it. Okay. I don't know why it's doing half thing. Okay. So yes, it's like I said, it was hilarious. I can't help it. It was freaking hilarious. When I was listening to it, that's why I was back here laughing my tail end off. So at least we can, go through some things. Okay, good. So let's get this back up. Oh, and it dropped me. Why did it drop me? That's odd. So let's go to Chrome tab. Let's police. Yes, that's the one. Let's share this. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in. Not quite, I don't like the display, but at least we can hear it. It'll get me through until I can call StreamYard and find out why I can't share the screen with volume without it. I don't like the layout. I don't know Spanish either, but I was struggling. I just wanted, hey, but you know what? The Spanish speaker fixed the problem, right? You guys can hear it now. So, hey, even though I couldn't understand a word, a lick that he was saying, I was watching the moves he was making, and that's all that counts. That's all that counts. Bullhorn Betty's got this. We fixed the problem. Not the way I want it fixed, but it is fixed. At least we can hear it. At least we can hear. So here's a couple videos that I wanted you guys to see yesterday. Oh, no. It's going to make me share everything. Hold on. It's going to make me share each individual page. Are you freaking kidding me? It's literally going to make me, I do not like this. I cannot believe it's making me share it this way. This kind of sucks. I have to be honest with you. This really, really sucks. Okay. Whatever. Here's the one about, this is the one that I wanted to show you yesterday about the white car. Is this it? Yes, this is it. I want you guys, this is the one from yesterday that I wanted you guys to see. So let's play this.
Looking for that white 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra seen near the house the night of the murders. U.S. Border Patrol agents are monitoring Canadian border crossings.
Why in the world would they be monitoring Canadian border crossings for this white Elantra if this white Elantra was not a very valuable piece of evidence or information? Just a thought to tell everybody. I mean, this, you don't do this because you think somebody may be a witness to a crime, where you're actually got border crossing patrolmen watching for this car. And why would somebody be going into Canada to begin with?
For the mystery car. What's the significance of this car?
The significance of the car is we know it was there.
We know it was there. Look how serious her face is.
We know we haven't spoken to who was in that car.
We know we have not spoken to who was in that car.
Who may have owned that car, and we need to speak to them. We know that that person could really have the information we need to.
I think that this is a little more serious than person having some information.
Break the case.
So again, that's the one I wanted you guys to see yesterday, but I couldn't get it to play. I'm glad we got some sound today. It's not, again, not an ideal situation. I got to play each one of these by themselves. But I also wanted you guys, and you guys can't hear that through my microphone. Nothing? It stinks. And here's another one that I found quite interesting. We're going to go through this one. There we go. Here's another one that I thought was quite interesting.
So many people in town. What's happening as far as public safety during this time?
This is a very important week.
Oh, and remember how Steve Gonsalves was on, I believe it was Fox News, and he says, I know that they're about to have Rush, and, you know, he couldn't understand why they don't want to have a reward for any information leading to the arrest of the person responsible for this quadruple homicide in Moscow, Idaho. And now this chief is addressing this particular week, the commencement week of their school. And while they are very proud of it, I mean, we have to still take into consideration that there is a person that was able to kill 4 classmates, undetected, still hasn't been named, and still no arrest. And they are concerned about a commencement week that's yet putting more students in harm's way because, again, they haven't named a suspect or got this person off the streets to the best of our knowledge.
For the university, it's our commencement weekend, and we're going to have a lot of officers around. We're going to have a lot of Idaho State Police around. You'll see us both at the commencement as well as just around town providing safety.
Where are we at?
I can honestly say when we were in Moscow, Idaho, there was not a place we turned that there was not law enforcement. I personally felt very safe there just by the overwhelming presence of law enforcement. Oh, good to see you. I see you. I see you in here. Nice to see you, Be Betty fan. Frog, Dixie, nice to see you guys.
In the investigation right now?
We're working steady on the investigation still. We're still receiving tips. We're still receiving items in from, down at the lab. Things are continuing.
So they're still getting forensic findings from the lab, it sounds like, on a regular basis now. As it's being processed, they are receiving those findings. So it's nice to see you, Alabama mom. So just to let you know, they are working on this stuff. And, forensics is not where they send a whole mess to the lab and an hour later they get the results. It doesn't work like that. Many of us know that by now. But for those that don't, that is true. It just doesn't work that way. It takes a long time to get the results back. And they're already starting to get some forensic findings back already, which is amazing because I can tell you 7 months into the Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner case, they were still waiting for stuff to be processed by the FBI lab. They still hadn't had any of their forensic findings months later. So they're doing very good in Idaho.
We're still pushing forward, and we're the normal process of investigation. We're still doing a lot of interviews, and I'm talking to a lot of people.
What about the number of people involved at this point?
We still have the same amount of staff. Idaho State Patrol, our local.
That's not true either. The staff has been significantly reduced. We're watching the numbers on their reports, and to make a claim that they have the same amount of people working this case, I beg to differ on that statement. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that it has significantly been reduced.
Moscow Police Department, detectives, and FBI, not only here locally, but still across our nation, across our state.
So there you have it. You guys have the information straight from the police chief. And we're going to go over some, hold on a second. Let me find, I'm going to give you guys the most up-to-date information, and it's on, I know they have a Facebook page, but I go to their press release page that they have a website for it. And they do have an update a couple days ago. Let me see if I can share this. I can just share this page normally because there's no volume to it, so. God, I can't believe all these problems I'm having. What a mess. You guys see that? You guys see that pretty good? So it says, yes, I mean, look at that. 6 detectives, 5 support staff. The FBI still has 46 investigators. But I'm pretty sure that that's not the same number that they originally had. But we'll take a look and just check on that to make sure that the statements that are being said are also not misinformative to the public as well. So we're going to check and make sure that the facts that the police chief is alleging are true and accurate. But this one says, Moscow, Idaho, with commencement this weekend, there will still be an influx of people coming in from out of town. Moscow Police Department and Idaho State Police will provide coverage on campus and in the Moscow area. As always, we want to remind the public to stay vigilant, travel in groups, and communicate with family and friends as you travel. If you have any information regarding the case, you're asked to reach out to the tip line at ci.moscow.id.us or call 208-883-7180. And we want to thank the public for the continued support. And then they go through and start stating that they have 6 detectives, 5 support staff, communication team. Let's go back and see if that's what they had at the beginning of this. Give me just a second. So we have the 19th. I think the 20th is when we started following this. And they have 4 detectives. They now have 6 detectives. So it actually sounds like they've increased their detective support. But they had 24 patrol officers and 5 support staff. They now have 5 support staffs and communication teams. So they've removed the 24 patrol officers. The Federal Bureau of Investigations originally had 22 investigators in Moscow, 20 assigned agents out of Treasure Valley, and 2 behavioral analysis. So we now have 46 investigators and 2 behavioral analysis. So again, they've reduced about 20-something positions from the FBI, 24 positions from the local Moscow Police Department. And the state police is at 13 investigators, 15 uniformed troopers, and forensic services. And we're now, this police have 20, or originally had 20 investigators, which has been reduced by 7 investigators, 15 troopers, which is now the same. They have 15 troopers, and the SBI. So it looks like they've put 15 troopers to assist with community. I think this was a double typo. I don't think they have 30. I think it's a total of 15. So it hasn't significantly been reduced, but it's definitely, we've lost about, what did I say, 20 positions, 24 positions, 40 some odd positions from this thing. So the statement that the police chief made that they have the same amount of people working this case, that is untrue. We're looking at the numbers right here. The proof is in the pudding, and that is inaccurate. So again, we've lost about we've gained about 7 investigators on the state police side. We've lost about 20 FBI and about 24 patrol officers from Moscow. So we've got over 40 bodies missing off the team. So again, I guess that is pretty significant. So the police chief saying they have just as many people working this case, that is I'm putting it as untrue. They do have quite a few people working this case. They still have quite a few FBI agents working this case. So in true Bullhorn Betty fashion, we'll give them partly true, just to be on the conservative side of things here. But no, they've definitely had a significant rollback in staff on this. Let's see here. Yeah, and if guys, we have almost 800 people, a little over 750 people already in chat this morning. We've only been going for about 30 minutes. So for those that are coming in, please don't forget to hit the like button. It really does help this algorithm. We do have the ability now to play videos. It's not the most the easiest way of doing things on StreamYard. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm going to have to find out what happened, because I've always been able just to share my screen and it worked flawlessly. And now it's not. I'm having to go to each individual recording that I want to play and play it. So here is what the coroner said. We're just going back through memory lane, getting all the facts, updates, and everything like that. We're making sure that people that are saying things are happening, And then I want to open it up and get some of you people. Oh, nice to see you, Miss Robin. Connie, Sonia, nice to see you, Vape King. I see you guys coming in here. Mad Chatter, nice to see you as well. So we're just kind of going over some past stuff. So one of the claims that the police chief made was that they have just as many people on this case as they did at the beginning, and that is untrue. We found that as being partially false, and that's being very conservative about it. We just looked at the numbers. It appears that at least 40 plus bodies are no longer on the investigative team for this case. We have removed support staff as well as patrol officers. And they've increased the number of FBI detectives by like 3 or 7, something like that. We just had the numbers up. I can't recall. So we have those things going on right there. There's still no person charged or no person named as a person of interest in this case. They just had commencement weekend this past weekend. So, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just this past Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was commencement weekend, a very important weekend for the school. And you can imagine the concern with all these kids, potentially coming to the University of Idaho. This has got to be very unnerving to a lot of parents, because some of these students have to go to this university for convenience purposes. That means it's the closest one to mommy and daddy. It's the most affordable one that they can afford because it's in the state that they reside, right? So, because there is a difference between paying for, you living in a state that you're going to the university in versus going to an out-of-state university. There is a difference in cost. So some of these people have to go there for convenience and affordability purposes. So you can imagine how unnerving it must be for these parents that know that their child has to go to this school that has a murderer still not arrested. A murderer that is, has no problem brutalizing his victims with a knife. That's very scary for parents. This weekend was the first time I've seen that woman, Bobby, that is the chief information officer for the PD. Why did they only bring her out now, finally? Probably because they, as cases progress and as they become more notable, you're a police chief or, other higher up people are now not being able to do these types of duties. So they're bringing their information officer in to handle those duties, to relieve some resources and some much needed time for the top brass to do what they have to do. That could very well be why she's just now coming out. Typically, a public information officer is specifically that. They deal with the public and the information that gets out to the public. However, in this particular scenario, it really needed to be coming from the police chief and the captain because of the great public concern that it has. Now that we're going in, the public information officer is starting to step up and, relay more information out to the public as they can. It also helps protect the police chief from having to answer unwanted questions or, the accessibility to the police chief is starting to close down a little bit as this case is heating up. And that's just what I believe is going on behind the scenes as to why that's going on. So let's just go and listen to what this coroner had said about the bodies, about this case. We might be able to at least, I know this is some stuff that we've listened to in the past, but sometimes it doesn't hurt to kind of refresh some things. As a case goes on, we forget certain details that may be important, and as we're starting to theorize, we may forget about those details that may actually change our theory and our speculation as to what happened in this case. So again, just want to make sure that we're kind of going back to the beginning, making sure all of our facts and information is correct, because again, we hypothesize, we speculate on here. We theorize, but we like doing all that with the correct information, with the most up-to-date factual information. We're not going to be doing a whole lot of conspiracy theorizing on this channel. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I like sticking to the facts, and I like using the facts to build the case and put the pieces of the puzzle together. All right, so here we go. Let's keep going through them, knocking them on out. All right, that's what you got to do. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see what she's got to say.
Kathy, with a C, Mabbutt, M-A-B-B-U-T-T.
And I'm going to ask you, how long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing it for 16 years, and I just got reelected for another 4.
So,
and I also heard that this is another thing that we brought up yesterday on our live. And it was about the gentleman that got arrested, right? We've all been talking about this James Curtis Leonard that was arrested, and he had previously been arrested in a murder, a manslaughter case in 2007. And he actually went back to jail for violating probation on that sentencing because he was on parole for that hearing. We haven't heard anything from law enforcement related to this man that everybody is starting to worry, what is going on with him. So I find it weird because we're hearing through the grapevine that this lady that you see right here on your screen is actually that man's defense attorney. Now, I'm not sure how a coroner, how that's not a conflict of interest, if true. I still don't know if that's 100% true, but there's a lot of great channels that are picking up on this story, and it's blowing my mind. So anyways, let's just get back. Let's listen to what they have to say.
What is it that, or I guess, when did you get the call on Sunday?
I got the call just a few minutes after noon that there were 4 homicides, but I didn't go to the scene because of law enforcement doing their investigation first. So I didn't actually go to the scene until about 5 or 5:30.
Can you walk us through, like, for our viewers?
She didn't go to the scene until about 5 or 5:30, and you're going to listen to them. A lot of people think investigators move and stuff like that. They don't. These investigators don't move anything. They walk around everything, and they try to collect as much evidence as possible. They try not to move the crime scene. They try not to move the bodies. They don't do any of that. The stuff that you see on TV is not how crime scenes are processed.
Kind of the process between when police show up and then you guys getting the bodies and doing your examinations.
Sure. Well, law enforcement goes through and looks for any evidence, takes videos and pictures of everything in there, and they'll start talking with people. So I don't really need to be there for that. They can't move the bodies. I mean, the bodies have to stay as they were until the coroner gets there.
So there you go. There's some information that you guys can put in your toolbox, is that that in all these types of homicide investigations, the investigators cannot move anything. They can't even move the body until after the coroner gets there. The coroner has to see the positioning of the body. The coroner has to see exactly the way it was as it was when law enforcement went into the home. So this is a very meticulous process of getting evidence and not being able to move a thing. I don't think people understand that. I'm just finding out we have about 300 likes. We have almost 900 people in this chat room. If you guys have not gone out and liked this video, please consider liking this video now. We try to get our likes up to about 1,000 per show. And right now we are at, like 300. It's not showing me the full thing. Oh, Jackie, thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you for the beautiful super chat. What does it say? It says, good morning, BHB. Well, good morning, Jackie. We love you. We love you. Mods in chat. at work, going to try to listen. Everyone have a blessed day. You have an amazing day yourself, Jackie. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Many people are getting, ready for Christmas. And I got to say, I feel so blessed this time of year, even though I'm not really decorating. Next year, I'm definitely decorating and going all out. So anyways, let's get back to this.
So those are really that's what my job is, to look at the bodies.
As a coroner, do you guys do the autopsies and all that?
No, we some do if they're an actual medical examiner, but we have forensic pathologists.
So they're not an actual medical examiner's office. She is just the coroner. So that's important.
And we contract with Spokane to do that.
So in your experience, what is it that you saw when you showed up?
Well, there was a lot of blood. It was,
So there we have it. Some people are saying that this is a clean kill, that this guy was neat. It was not like that. This coroner is saying she went there and previewed this entire scene, and it was a bloody mess.
It's a very sad scene with 4 murdered college students.
You're ruling all 4 deaths on sites?
Yes.
And can you give us a manner of death? Yeah.
I believe that the press release was that they were from a sharp object.
She's very conservative in how she's speaking. I just want you, a sharp object. No, they gave us a little more information than a sharp object, but we'll keep listening.
So stabbing.
Yeah, we'll know more after the autopsies tomorrow.
So this is pre-autopsies, folks.
Do you believe this could be like a murder-suicide?
No, there are 4 homicides.
She was very confident that there were 4 homicides.
And when it comes to doing the investigation post-autopsy, that falls on you, correct?
Yes. It's my job to determine the manner and mechanism of death.
And then I know with toxicology results, there can often be, in Washington, a delay. So do you have any idea how long it could take, if those were relevant, to get any type of results back on that?
Well, the toxicology reports, right, they usually take 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes longer. But they might, I don't think they're going to be relevant in the actual manner.
So she's basically saying that they don't think that this is going to be the actual, that the toxicology has anything to do with the actual manner of death. Obviously, they didn't, drink themselves to death. They were stabbed. So,
Cause of death.
And do we know how long between the time of death and when police found them, approximately?
No, I don't know for sure.
Do we have any, could it have been hours? Could it have been a day? Was it maybe close? Is there any sort of time frame there?
Not that I'm aware of.
So this was even pre, a timeline of when they died. This is just, they were stabbed. They had, at this point prior to the autopsy, their manner of death was already determined as homicide by stabbing.
And you said the scene was really difficult. I mean, is this something you've had to deal with before in Moscow?
Since I've been coroner, there have been at least 2 other multiple homicide.
Wow, that was information that I was unaware of, and I'm surprised other people didn't pick up on that. There was, at least since she's been coroner, at least 2 other multiple person homicides since she's been there.
Scenes that I've been involved in. So.
Would you say this is probably the most gruesome?
Oh, it's hard to just single it out. It's the only one I've been to where there have been 4 people at one scene. There have been the other ones have had multiple scenes.
And was anybody else injured, like any non-deceased people?
Not that I'm aware of, but I wouldn't necessarily be notified either.
Okay. I didn't know if that was like because the injuries could be similar to you.
Oh, right.
Were the deceased all in close proximity to each other, or were they in different rooms?
I don't know that I can discuss that.
That was a good question.
My next question too. So. I think, yeah.
Will we be able to get a copy of your report once it's completed? I'm sure it'll be.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just call.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Do you know what the time frame for that will be?
It just depends on how relevant the toxicology report is, but.
Okay. Okay. So it was like the 4 to 6 weeks.
It could be. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
So we're not going to get those
Sure.
reports back for 4 to 6 weeks, according to this.
You might be asking yourself, can you actually create high quality?
The answer is yes, you can. Woo, StreamYard. You just can't play videos by sharing your screen anymore. I don't get it. Thank you, StreamYard. I may have to go to Restream because you're not giving me the quality I expect from StreamYard. Okay. And I've got a few other, I think this is the one that we've already seen. That's the one we've already seen. Police getting a lot of tips for the plea. Hold on, let me get this up. This is another one that, again, I was going to play yesterday, but with all the problems that we were having, it just made it next to impossible to play this stuff. So we're just kind of getting caught up on it today. So apologize about that, but we're going to have to watch this one too. I don't remember.
Honda, near the home where those 4 students were murdered. And as we now near 4 weeks.
So that explains it. It's about the Honda. And then I wanted to get to the public information officers because this one was a little bit, let's listen to what the public information officer had to say about the white Honda.
Time of the murders in the early morning hours of November 13th.
The tips and leads have just shown us that that car was there in that immediate area.
So they are giving us information that this car was there in the immediate area. You know, that this car really does have some major significance. Good morning, Justice. Nice to see you, love. Justin for all. I just noticed you changed that. Justin, nice to see you. Justin for all. For all. We love Justice. Love them. But anyways, getting back to this car does have some major significance here, folks. There's this idea that this is just a car that was seen in body cam footage. No. This is significant.
So whoever was in that car may know who might have owned that car. Any of that.
It's like she's stumbling on her words. Whoever's in that car might know who owns that car. Well, we hope that whoever's driving the car knows the owner of the car. We would hope. But there's a twist to this.
Information is extremely valuable to us right now because it could be really significant in solving this case.
The license plate is unknown, so locating the specific car may be tough.
Moscow PD, all 3 of you.
Meantime, new body cam footage obtained by News Nation shows police near the home for an unrelated call around the same time of the murders.
How old are you guys?
Police say it was for underage drinking citations in the neighborhood.
Silent yellow line is not an admission of guilt. It's just saying that you acknowledge the crime date there, okay? Stay fresh tonight, man.
Police also tell us a white car seen in that footage is not the car in question.
There you go. This is not the car in question. This is what I'm saying. This white car that people thought that had something to do with this whole entire body cam footage. No, this white Elantra is a direct piece of evidence in the actual case of the 4 slain students. So much so that they're having Border Patrol monitor for this car. This doesn't sound like somebody that they think is a witness to this crime. I'm sorry. These are not actions of somebody that is looking for a witness to a crime. I truly believe that this white Elantra may be, you know, what it may be everything to this case. It may be who did this. It really might be.
Now being sought. They stress key information is being withheld to protect the integrity of the investigation.
Key information is being withheld to protect the integrity of the information and this case. I get that. I get that. But this idea that this car has nothing whatsoever to do with this case, this was just a red herring, this was just a car seen in body cam footage, that's not true. This car, this 2011 to 2013 Elantra is a significant piece to this case. Now, yesterday, while we were live here on this show, somebody had sent in some information. Where is it? No, that's not it. Some information about the possibility. I think I got two of the same things opened. Where is it? About the car. Nope, I don't see that here either. Let me see if I can open that up again. But it was about the car being stolen. And we learned about that here on the Bullhorn Betty channel yesterday, early in the morning, about the potential of this car being, again, stolen. Let me see if I can find the screenshots that we had. It was the Idaho zip. Here we go. Here they are. Let me open this back up so you guys can remember this. And then we're going to go over to something else that's important. Share the screen. Got to unshare that. Stop sharing this screen. This is a pain in the ever-loving booty. I got to be honest with you. So here is the information that we got from one of our lovely people here on the Bullhorn Betty channel that was just keeping us apprised of everything that was going on. And it was talking about this 2013 white Elantra that was up for sale and was reported stolen. And they're giving it kind of goes, dovetails right into the entire, situation with this car being stolen. But this car was stolen or reported stolen on November 2nd. So unless this this particular case was, in planning for 11 days, I'm unsure if this particular stolen white Elantra has any relevance to this case. But again, there are people discussing it. Give me just a second. I got something. I get the hiccups. Every morning, it seems like I have the hiccups. All right, I'll check my messenger here in just a second. So I'm not sure if this really does have any relevance to the actual case or not, because again, this was reported stolen on November 2nd. This happened November 12th into the early morning hours. They might be referring to the messages. Okay. Guys, just to let you guys know, Messenger I'm having a little bit of a problem with because I got multiple accounts. So I'm not getting all the messages from Messenger on the multiple accounts that everybody's on. So just bear with me as we try to work through the issue, and I will get to reading the messengers. The best way is if you guys have something that you need to get to me immediately while I'm on the show, is send it to bullhornbetty@gmail.com and let me know that you sent it to me to my email, and I'll check it. That's the best way I can do it for right now. But that's that. And then Jonathan Lee Riches also had something related to this white Elantra. Somebody had earlier mentioned that they wanted me to go ahead and play. We have 1,000 people in the chat right now. Please don't forget to go out and give me a thumbs up and like this segment that we are doing. We're just going over a lot of information related to this white Elantra and trying to determine who is on the run today. Because it sounds like with them putting in Border Patrol and all this other stuff, that it appears in all practicality that they believe somebody is kind of making a run for it. That's what I'm getting out of it. I don't know what you're getting out of it, but I don't know too many witnesses that are having Border Patrol looking out for their car. I'm just saying. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's see what JLR's got to say here. And if you guys haven't noticed, Olivia's putting out some commentary. We're finally getting to see a little piece of Olivia and how she functions and goes. It's pretty fascinating. If you guys haven't subbed up to Chronicles of Olivia's page, please go out there and do it, because she's starting to put more opinion pieces together. And it's nice kind of being able to, look behind the curtain, see what makes Olivia tick. We're always seeing those big, beautiful videos, those documentaries, and we don't really get to see, we get to see her personality through her documentaries, but we never really get to hear from her too much, She's usually the one behind the camera. And so now she's starting to roll out with, stuff on her page of her opinions and how things are affecting her. So it's nice to finally get to see Olivia's personality come to life on her page. So if you guys haven't had an opportunity to go out there and check out her work, please do, because she's rolling out some pretty decent content. JLR, as always, right? We could guarantee every hour on the hour we got something new coming out from Team JLR, right? So I'm always monitoring him. I'm thankful. I'm very blessed that I can call him friend. However, he dances circles around Olivia and myself, right? He's just, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he finds enough time in the day to do all the work that he does, but he's got systems and things in place, and it's very good. He's got great creative and entertaining content that helps us understand what's going on in cases. So kudos to him as well. We're going to watch his segment on the stolen car, because that's really the gist of our conversations today. And we're actually dovetailing both yesterday and today's stuff in, because we couldn't get the stuff working yesterday. Well, we're having to go through a bunch of different steps to get it to work today, but at least we're being able to work around the obstacles that have been presented to us. So, let's just keep going, and hopefully this hopefully it gets better, right? So give me a second. I got to take this off and put a new one on. This is so annoying. But hey, anything for you guys. Don't say I don't love you guys. Can't say I don't love you. Please tell me I'm Jonathan Lee Riches. There it is. Okay. Share. Let's pull this up. I think this is the one.
Free is our favorite word, like free shipping. At Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. You don't pay anything unless we win your case.
Free shipping.
Injured?
Gotta keep the lights on for JLR.
ForThePeople.com.
Gotta keep the lights on. We need his internet powering it on all cylinders, right?
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Let's talk about the white Hyundai Elantra. But first, 4 college students brutally stabbed inside a home in Moscow, Idaho, during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022. Police have made no arrest. They haven't publicly identified any suspects. They haven't even found the murder weapon. It's a mystery. Community's on edge. Public, the victims' families, everyone wants to know what's going on. They want this case solved. So police have put out an alert for a 2011-2013 Hyundai Elantra. And there is a lot of online speculation right now going with this Elantra. Where is it? Where could it be?
I'm part of that speculation. I'm asking the same darn questions. I'm sure everybody in this chat is asking those same darn questions.
Where did it come from? Is the car stolen? Is it a rent-a-car? Did someone drive it from out of state into the state? Is it around the Moscow area, et cetera, et cetera? And I've been monitoring all the Facebook groups around this case. And there is an interesting post that just popped up in one of the Facebook groups. I am going to share this post with you about a stolen Hyundai Elantra from Bellevue, Washington, allegedly around 11/2/2022. So basically a week, 10 days, 11 days before.
Yes, 10 to 11 days prior to this assault on these, these murders on these University of Idaho kids. Again, unless this was an elaborate planned, thing, something that was planned for 2 weeks prior to this. This is, I'm interested. I'm interested in figuring this out, but I don't know if that would have anything to do with it because of the timing.
The murders happened. So check this post out, and then we will discuss further. I'm going to take you down the rabbit hole. So this post was made in one of the Facebook groups centered around this tragedy.
And as you see, that's a different post than the post that I personally had related to this this Elantra. Let me make sure that I'm accurate in that statement. Hold on. Yeah, this is definitely different than the one that I have. Yeah, it's definitely different than the one I have. So he's found a completely different post related to the same exact thing.
University of Idaho quadruple murders. And I want to read this post to you. You may have heard about the 2013 Hyundai Elantra that was stolen on 11/2/2022 in the surrounding area and now is up for sale in Bellevue, Washington at a small dealership. The question is, could this be the car they are looking for? This information was given to the FBI yesterday on the car, but the VIN number was blacked out and they could not use it without a VIN. After researching what each letter and or number stood for on a VIN and finding the make and model of the stolen Hyundai Elantra, I was able to decipher the correct VIN number. I pulled the car information and already give it to the FBI tip line just a few minutes ago. We cannot know yet if this is the same Hyundai that the police are looking for, but because this one was stolen in the area on 11/2/20.
Talk about some mega web sleuthing going on where, again, web sleuths, law enforcement constantly state to us on a regular basis that we don't have access to everything that they have access to. But we think outside of the box. We think we've got this obstacle here. We need this information. How are we going to get this information? And it's a totally different way of thinking. And maybe it's the long way to get to the information, but you know what? It gets the information. Who would have thought? Good morning, ZZT. Who would have thought that somebody could decipher what a VIN number should be on a car? Right? Who would have thought to do that? Who would have thought? To do all that research. That is the power of sleuthing. That is the power of YouTube. That is the power of social media right there, where somebody is able to find this. Anyways, if you guys want to watch the rest of this video, it's about a 10-minute video, very informative. I enjoyed it immensely. Go hit JLR's page up. Again, this is related to the white Hyundai Elantra. I know he's got several videos. You guys, if you guys want to stay up to date on all these cases, I mean, he does about a case or two at a time. But when he devotes his time to that case, he devotes his time to that case and is one of the best out there, highly respected. I know that people have their opinion of JLR, but quite frankly, if you really want to break it down, the man was arrested one time. I've been arrested a hell of a lot more times than that. Okay. And you guys are here. So tomato, right? So I just put it out there. I just put it out there. This is just giving you guys an excuse. It is Christmas time. You guys need to be informed. Don't let your petty squabbles get you down and get in the way of getting information. And nobody does it like JLR. They just don't. Okay. I would love to say nobody does it like Bullhorn Betty, like my mouth. Nobody's got the gift of gab that I got, right? So I have things that are my strong suits, and there's just some things that aren't my strong suits, right? I always try to learn. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. Like if I see something that I see somebody doing and I'm like, how in the world are you doing that? I always try to learn that skill because if they're doing it, I need to know how to do it, right? So, I mean, in all fairness, JLR has taught me a lot of things in reporting. He's taught me a lot of things in how I present these cases and the information to my audience. He's very good at what he does, and it shows, right? I mean, he could build literally a channel overnight and have it a raging success within a few short months. So if that doesn't show you how good JLR is, I don't know what will. But again, if you guys haven't gone over there and subbed him up, I definitely recommend it, because quite frankly, I get a lot of information from his channel. I really do. If I have any questions, I get the luxury of picking up a phone and calling and asking questions. Granted, I only get like one call a day. I'm lucky, like one call a week. It's like, oh, she's calling again. Let's not answer. I'm just joking. But again, a lot of great information coming out, and it's always good to hear different perspectives. I don't know where he thinks of all this stuff, and it's stuff that all of us are thinking or should have been thinking of. I mean, some of the stuff he comes out, it's like, damn, why didn't I think of that? How does this guy think of all this stuff, right? A very clever man, very clever. So anyways, guys, get over there and sub him up. Definitely good information on this white Elantra being stolen, if you guys are interested in getting more information on that. I'm going to be I got to reach. Oh, that brings me to the next thing. I got 1,000 people in this room. We need to raise a little bit of money here. If you guys want this, I'll just throw this out there. Here's my receipts. It's up to you whether you guys want this or not. But if we do, we need to raise about a little under $400 for it. So I did a records request. Oh, it's not showing this one. Hold on. Let me get out of this one. This is a pain in the ass. I do not like this at all. At all. Let's see if we can get this to work now. Right. So here's the public records request right here. And I said that the city has received, they wrote me back and said the city has received your request. So I'm looking for the 301. I'm looking for all the information related to the 11/13 incident. Any calls that went to their property, any recorded calls prior to this event, anything that I'm allowed to have, anytime that they went out to the property. Anyways, so they respond back and basically say, that because of this request being so much, and I want body cam footage and I want audio recordings and stuff like that, because I think it's pertinent. I think the the body cam and the audio is super, super important. So anyways, they have estimated the cost to be right about $385.80 for me to acquire those records. If you guys would like, I want to order them. This is quite a lot for me to take on myself, but with 1,000 people in the room, we could all give, less than $1. I know not everybody is going to donate to this cause. But if everybody in here, if I could just get 386 people in here to donate $1, we can have these records. $1. If you guys choose to do this and help me out to get this, please consider at the bottom of the page, there is a way to donate cash today. If you do it through the super stickers and super chats, I have to wait 30 days to have access to that. But if you want to get this to me immediately, you can do it through Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Put in the memo section for records, okay? And then I'll tally that up. And when we get close to this number, I'll go ahead and order the records. But again, it's $385.80. And we're going to want those. We're going to want the audios. We're going to want the body cam footage. And if we can get that, just think about how much more information this might help us with. So again, if you guys would like to donate, I know it's the time of year where everybody's trying to get Christmas out of the way. You got parties, you've got all these extra expenses. But again, if everybody that donates today just donates $1, we can get this record. This is what, thank you, Mama Bear. This is one way that we can get these records to us much quicker. So again, Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, if you guys would make sure the memo section of that, the memo section says records, okay? It has to say records on it. Please don't forget to put the memo in. If you forget, email me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com, and I'll make sure it's flagged for the records. Chanukah coming up. Nice to see you, Miss Amy. Nice to see you. So we are working on this, and I've still got more record requests going out, and I'm going to try to keep those record requests under 2 hours. The remaining record requests I'm going to do individually. Hopefully that will help with the cost, but these are the records that I really need to have now, like stat. And so if you guys can help me out with that, that would be great. Again, there's no requirement here. It's just, this is your channel. If you guys want this stuff coming here, this is what we need to do. So if it's not something that you're really interested in, then don't donate. If you are interested in it and you want it to come to this channel, you want this information, let me know. The reason why I'm making sure that you guys flag these things as records is because if we do not raise the money that we need to order these records, I have to be able to refund you that money back, because I don't feel good taking your money for something and not using it for the something that we take the money for. So I need those markings on there to say, records. Again, if you guys want to do that, if some of you want to donate 5 instead of 1, whatever you guys want to do. But there it is. We need $385.80, but we do want to get these records. And this is the body cam footage. This is several different events. We want the recordings, the body cam footage. We want all the incident reports of any time that they've had to go to the King Road property. We just want to find out what happened there. What was going on there prior to this event? Is there anything significant that we can garner from it? And again, if they're charging me to get the records, so and I'm sure I could just get the documents as opposed to the audio and visual aids aspect to this. But I really think the audio and visual aspect is the most important, to be honest with you. So just your thought. We did hear that there was officers at these girls' homes, at least 3 separated events for noise complaints. So, that's, again, interesting information that we would like to have. There's also, I just wanted to give some shout outs because I haven't been monitoring my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmos here. And I know that some people have made some donations to the donations to here. So for records, thank you, Don. Phyllis, thank you for records. Kathy for records. Kelly for records. Thank you, guys. Hope, I really do appreciate it. Oh, and Kathleen, I'm going to have to refund you the $3.99. I can't give you access to the channel membership through Venmo or Cash App. You're going to have to do that through YouTube. That's how you get your membership through YouTube. So I don't have any handle on that. So I'll be refunding you your $3.99 so you can apply it towards your membership here. But I have no way of turning you on or off from my end. So I'll refund that back to you. Let's see what else. I know there's somebody. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. I got to see who. I don't know where the activity is. There it is. Hopefully, it's the activity. Connie, thank you so much. Records. Shannon, thank you. And Wendy, thank you so much. I just saw you. Thank you for what you do. Oh, this is from this Birdie. Birdie, thank you. I just got this. Thank you. Thank you for everything. So I appreciate that. And then, so we're getting some, so I'll calculate all this stuff up. Records, perfect. I love it. I love it. Some of you guys are literally doing $1. I love that. Thank you. And that's the beauty of crowdfunding. It really is. Like everybody put $1 in and we get something. So there's no doubt I'll keep monitoring this for the next couple days, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be able at this rate to come up with the funds to get those records. So as soon as those funds come in, we'll get the records ordered and we'll have those here on this channel as soon as they're released. We'll go live. Might or might not be released. Okay, yeah. We also found three separate people are vouching for Jack Showalter. I don't think that Jack Showalter, that white hoodie guy, I don't think he has any relevance in this case other than he just happened to be around the girls that night that they left the corner bar. That truly is all I think he has anything to do with. Okay. And then, we've been going back and forth between Dylan Mortensen A lot of people are thinking that, you know, she had some hand in this. And, you know, oh, and I wanted to go over the construction of the home. A lot of people don't realize the construction of the home. And I'd like to clarify a few things for you guys, if I may. When it comes to this particular home, what you guys see is as you come into the driveway, that is the bottom floor. If you notice, the back side of the house, there's a road that goes up. Well, the house is still flat and the ground is kind of up around it. So outside of the front doors, the front rooms, everything else is on the second floor because the way the back of the house is, because the way the yard is, because of how high the elevation of that backyard is. So when you walk out to the backyard, you're walking out of the second story into the backyard, not the first floor. Okay, the first floor, all the windows are up front because that's where the access is in the front. In the back, it's covered by dirt, because the whole bottom floor is covered in dirt back there, because on the back side, it's the second story that you're walking in on, okay? So the construction of this first floor, now think about it. Where Xana's room is, that's the second floor. And we saw the blood dripping down the side of the what? The concrete what? Oh, slab? Oh, on the second floor? Okay. So now we have a concrete first floor units with a concrete slab on top of it. Not typical of that kind of construction. Typically how multiple levels work is they put concrete, you know, the concrete walls up, but they put wood between the floors. We clearly saw the blood dripping from the wood frame that was connected to the slab. She's on the second floor. That would mean that that ceiling from the first floor is most likely a concrete slab. That is a very uncommon, very, very, very uncommon that you have a downstairs floor with a concrete slab on top of it. It's typically, again, wood frame. So that right there might explain 100% as to why anybody in those downstairs apartments can't hear a damn thing. They don't have wood floors between them and in the second floor. They have a concrete slab. And let me show you. I'm pretty sure I got photos of it. Let me see if I can see what we can find here. I know I've got some videos that I uploaded. Let me go downloads here. Let me just see. Okay, that's something else. Oh, those are the people walking. I got all that too. I think it's this one here. This might be it. Hold on, let me move this over here. Guys, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear the sound on this or not because we're having technical issues, but we're not here for the sound anyways. We're here for the, just play this. So this is on the side of the house.
So I'm out here in front of 1122.
So here it is. Okay, so here is the front of the house. This is the first level. See how the road slopes? And see how this right here, here's the first level, and it just covers up. Everything on the first level from the back of the house is covered with dirt because on the way that the ground is sloping up. You see that? And then you can see it right there on the wall. That's the ground. So here's the first floor way down here, and here's the ground that goes up. This is the second floor. But right here, between the first and the second floor is a concrete slab, and we're going to see it.
A King Road, and here's the site right here, everything. They've got all the cars. They still have this considered a crime scene, so nobody can pass the police tape. The police line do not cross. They cannot pass that. But getting back to what I was talking about on my live.
Okay, so hold on, let me get past this guy. I think I'm about to go into this whole dissertation about the, okay, here we go. So here it is right here. So this right here is a slab of concrete. This is a slab of concrete, and it goes around. Right over here is where Xana's room was, where the blood is dripping out of the seam from the wood frame to the slab. So that means if this is a slab, that means that slab most likely goes all the way through here. And even if it did only stop to this connection of the two homes, because they expanded this home, this was the original home, this is the added on portion of this home. So even if the slab only went here, but it doesn't look like it, it looks like it goes all the way across. But again, that may give you guys a better understanding as to why it's virtually impossible to hear on that very first floor. They're in nothing but concrete. And if you know anything about concrete, it does distort noise and volume of noise and direction of where the volume, the concrete's not the same as the foundation concrete. Patty, no. This, you're exactly right, Caroline. But let me go to that blood drip. You can see the, let me, hold on just a second. Let me pull this back. Let's go to that photo of the blood drip. You'll see the slab much better. So Idaho 4 blood. Okay, using from the house. If I can find the photo, hold on. I just want the photo. See, and here's the slab. You can definitely see the slab here. Right there. There's the slab of concrete. That is not a patio slab of concrete. That is a slab of concrete. And it's probably not going to, let me see. There it is, right there. That is concrete. That is on the second floor. Okay, this is coming from Xana's room. She's on the second floor. The ground is up to the second floor. So again, there's a concrete slab between the first and second floors of this house. So again, how long does it take to get records? Honestly, Magnolia, I have not a clue. I'm sure within a couple days of paying the fee. So they said the turnaround time would be quick once they got it. Not only that, but they have a lot of requests for the same type of information. So hopefully it won't be that expensive in the end. But, you know, once they get the money, they're going to find a way to keep the money. Right? I mean, that's what I've learned with the county. Anytime you're dealing with the county or the city, that's the way it works. Talking about that, and then of course the door being left open, and a lot of people are screaming that has been debunked. That has not been debunked. What has been debunked, in my opinion, in this particular case, is the fact that the gentleman that came out, the Harsh guy, Mr. Harsh, that came out and said he heard screams, what he thought was partying, but we found an earlier post that he had changed since giving that last and final statement, where he said he never heard any screams, and then he went back and edited that post to remove screams out of it after he gave his interview. So that's kind of suspect. And he was also the one that talked about the black luxury SUV that was parked out in front of their home. So those things most likely are not accurate, not truthful. But still, the front door did not come from Mr. Harsh. It came from another person. And it makes me wonder, and that has not been debunked yet, that information is untrue. I don't believe that to be untrue. I believe that it is possible that that front door was open from between 8:30 and 9 a.m. in the morning, unattended and wide open, as another neighbor had stated. Now, there is the possibility, in my opinion, that it could have been because of maybe a mishap in days. So it could have happened on the 12th, the morning of the 12th, as opposed to the morning of the 13th. I believe like something like that could potentially have happened, but I'm unsure. So we went over how the surviving roommates most likely didn't hear all the noise that was going on. We're explaining it right here with the whole slab on the second floor. And look how thick that concrete slab is. This is not a thin piece of concrete slab here. This is a huge piece of concrete, a huge thick piece of concrete that looks like it's almost a foot thick. Okay, it looks like it's almost a foot thick, because here's about 2 to 3 inches here, here's about 6 inches here, and then you look all the way over here and it's about a foot of concrete for the slab. And then there's the seam for the wood sitting on top of the slab. You can almost see right here a piece of wood that's supporting the wall, that this is the wood frame housing, right? So wood frame housing is wood frame versus concrete block frame, when the concrete block frame is on the front of the house. The front of the house is concrete block. This up to the second floor is concrete block. Everything from the second floor up is wood frame finish. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys that's kind of explains that. So is there anything else here? And it's just very, very concerning about the, public information officer, coming out and saying, we know that this car was here, and we know we have not talked to this person, and we know that this person has not come forward. That is, and we have, the Canadian border on the lookout for this car. Like, that's screaming that these people or this car is more than just a witness to the crime. I have never seen a witness to a crime be hunted so much so that they got border crossing agents, border patrol agents on the lookout for this very specific car. So anyways, what are your thoughts? Let me know. We're right about, so I'm going to open up the phone lines, or not the phone lines, but open up the chat just for a little bit. Don't forget, turn me down in the background. Don't forget to show your face when you're coming up here. You can turn your camera off once I see you. Once you get a thumbs up or me calling you by name and letting you know that I have heard you or I've seen you, then go ahead and change your screen. But I'm curious what you guys think about this Elantra. How big of a deal is this? Are we believing these roommates? These roommates that are saying they didn't hear anything. I believe them. I believe the roommates. I have to be honest with you. I do believe the roommates. I believe that they did not hear anything. I believe that there's a number of reasons why. Even if this whole concrete wood frame stuff wasn't kicking like it is, I would still believe that they didn't hear, because I'm familiar with the partying town, having the party house, and having to sleep through that and finding mechanisms to be able to sleep through that. Right? It's not just sleeping through it. It's finding the mechanisms to be able to sleep through it, whether it's keep turning a radio on, whether it's turning a TV on, whether it's turning a loud fan on. We find ways to cope with living with other people and loud roommates. So, no, they changed their story 3 times. Well, I'd like to know, then send me that. Would you, no chains? Send me the changes, like the clips where they changed their stories, and let me see how their stories have changed. For my purposes, I'd like to speak accurately on here. It may not sway me from me thinking they have nothing to do with it, but at least I can tell my audience, look, I did review it. It hasn't changed my mind, but they have changed their stories, and this is what they changed their stories from. It originally started here, and it's now ended here. And this is why we're having problems with it. If you guys could do that, that would be great. I think she drugged Bethany. A lot of people are really, really, really honing in on Dylan. And I don't understand why, but I did see some photos of her and her boyfriend. They look a little spunky, to say the least. They don't seem to be the same preps. I'm going to call them preps. That's what we called them back in our day. What we consider Kaylee and Maddie were preppy girls. And, Dylan was more, in my opinion, more in the goth, the rougher scene, the smoking pot, I guess everybody smokes pot this day and age. I have no idea, I digress. There was only, back in my day, we had this one road out front near our school that wasn't really monitored by anybody, that would go there and smoke pot and smoke our cigarettes before school. And, we were the potheads, and, but, you didn't see the preppy people hanging out there. You just saw all of us, all of us potheads out there, right? So they just didn't, it just doesn't it seems like Dylan was more in the kind of person like hanging out with Bullhorn Betty when she was younger, on that road smoking some, being a hophead, right? So not necessarily like these girls where they look like they could be, they're the cheerleaders and the rah-rah, preppy, right? Preppy girls. So anyways, Ruby's up. Good morning, Miss Ruby. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm getting through. I'm still I've been so exhausted. I've just been tired. Things just aren't, I'm just exhausted all the time. I feel like I work literally nonstop. I'm just exhausted.
I know what you mean. I went to the doctor the other day and had them do some blood work because I've just been so tired here lately, and I wanted to because I have to have random like blood transfusions ever so often.
Mm-hmm.
And when my blood gets really low, there's no real sign except, just more exhaustion than usual.
Yeah.
For me. So, but I want to know who keeps sending me all this damn rain.
You know what? We need rain. We need rain because after this comes New Year's, and we're going to send out fireworks, and we need damp grounds.
I'm sick of rain.
Yeah.
So about this Elantra, when the police first put this out, I sort of, took it as, okay, they're in search of this car. They want to speak to the occupants of this car. It seemed innocent at first.
Mm-hmm.
But then when no one came forward, I began to think, okay, why is this person not coming forward? Why, because if you have nothing to hide, then there's no reason why you shouldn't come forward. I mean, oh yeah, that was me. That's my car. I was dropping Jimmy off at his apartment, but with this time has drug on and no one has come forward and claimed to be the people or person in that Elantra, that, and now the police are kind of saying, in a roundabout way, we're looking for that car just a little more than just wanting to talk to the occupants of that car. And then this latest little video that Jonathan did about the car up for sale in Washington that was stolen and all that. I mean, that's worth, even if you have to contact the local police that is in the jurisdiction of that car lot and say, hey, can you send one of your detectives or an officer or whatever to that car lot and get the background information on that situation?
Yeah, I'm sure they probably have. Now, hold on just a second. I wanted to, guys, for whatever reason on StreamYard side, I'm not seeing the memberships. So I can see whoever purchases the new memberships, but when you guys are writing messages on your memberships, like I'm seeing one here on the other side. This is from Rick's Clicks. Thank you, by the way. He says, hit the button, y'all. I never got that on my side. So just be cognizant if you guys are doing memberships, gift memberships, you let me know because I can't see them on my side. And then there was another one that came in the same way through the chat on the memberships. And again, I can't see those on my side on StreamYard. And it says, Andra, Mad Chatter 102 sent 3 super chats not showing. And I don't see the super chats coming in. If they didn't come in, then they didn't come in. I can see the super chats and super stickers on my side, but that's really it. So I'm sorry, Mad Chatter, if you're having some technical issues, but I didn't receive them. So, but I do appreciate the love and the support. So I just wanted to clarify that. So if you guys are feeling like I'm ignoring you when you're putting in the membership notes for your membership milestones, is because I'm not seeing them on this side, and I apologize. I'll try to flip back and forth as much as I can. So anyways, sorry about that. I just wanted to explain that because I just happened to pop over on the live stream side of YouTube Studio, and I saw all this stuff and I didn't see it. But either way, so what do you think? You've been following this case for a little minute. What do you think about Dylan? Do you think she was cleared early on. She was one of the surviving roommates and probably seen a horrific scene, by the way. And I feel so bad because people have been, I feel like, unfair to her, nasty to her. Some people are saying she looks like a trans woman, which I thought was really horrible because of what she's been through. And, then we see the picture of her boyfriend, and people are just like, they're thugs. They appear to be thugs, and, they think that they may have had something to do with it. If not her, then her boyfriend. What say you about that?
Well, I mean, I have, always took the roommates at their word. I completely understood from the very beginning why they probably didn't hear anything, because that is in a concrete basement, and my aunt has a concrete basement, my cousin has a concrete basement, Angie had a concrete basement. You can't hear crap down there.
Yeah.
So I always and them innocently calling friends over there. I mean, I just thought it was all, pretty innocent and seemed logical. It's terrible what people are doing. You can't just point the finger at somebody and then just start harassing them. You're guilty. You're guilty. I know you're guilty. You got something to hide. Or you're ugly. You're this. These are the people that give sleuthers a bad name, and it really pisses me off.
And not only that, but I would think that we're past. I mean, we're all adults here. I mean, we all realize that things such as our looks and how we process things, that's different from person to person. And not only that, but it's stuff we can't help. And that's the name of the game. We can't help these things. Like, I can't help. I'm short, I can't help that I don't have that thin physique, like Maddie.
Exactly.
I mean, this is the way God made me. What you see is what you get.
So to say somebody is guilty, because of this or that, that's just wrong. And these people that are contacting people and bullying them and making accusations against them, that gives people like you and I a bad name.
Yeah.
Because we're YouTube
let's be honest, my trolls give me a
creators.
bad name because they just can't stay out of my business. I mean, they hate me so much they can't stop watching me.
Oh, I know.
Craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, if I do not, anyway, so I'm not even going to go on that diatribe.
Oh, I know. There's one of them that's her sole purpose in life is to destroy you. And
it's not. All they're doing is building a channel bigger and better than anything. And they haven't really. All they've done is push me to do things differently. I mean, and do things like, at the end of the day, I was with U.S. Press Corps because of the whole situation with the Associated Press. I didn't need to do that. I can pay my own fee and we've got a channel here that covers true crime. It's what we do for work. And so I didn't even need that. I actually got that press credentials. So when I was at my BOCC meetings, I didn't have to sit in the back of the room. I was now credentialed press, and I could sit in front of the room at a table with my computer. That's really the reason why I got it, right? Because I saw an obstacle and I wanted to get through that obstacle. It just happened to carry with me, but I never needed it. Since I started this show, I never needed U.S. Press Corps. I could use Bullhorn Betty, and that's what we've been doing, and we've been just fine. So to be honest with you, they're only pushing me to be more recognized out there in the industry.
That's right. That's right. I've got, stuff that I did years and years ago that I could use as press credentials or whatever, but, that stuff seems to be more important to them than it does to
Yeah,
us,
well, that's what we always find out. It eats them. And it's like, if I had to do all this busy work, can you imagine working this hard day in and day out for one person for an entire over a year and still have done nothing but watch them grow and work around and go around every obstacle you've thrown at them. And you're still trying to throw obstacles. If you haven't learned yet, you ain't shit. I don't know.
Exactly.
To show you ain't doing nothing to hurt me.
Well, if you're bugging them, then you're doing something right, because I know people tried to, and people a whole lot more prominent than they are, tried to shut me up for years.
Yeah, but what's so funny? They waste all this time that could be used doing some good, and they've wasted all this time, and they literally have nothing to show for it. Nothing.
Exactly.
Look at what all I have to show for all of my hard work. I have a lot to show for my hard work.
You sure do. You sure do. You have a big following and people that support you and everything, and people don't support them. They just go there because all they're interested in is
jellyfish.
The drama and stuff,
I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. I gotta do it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do my jellyfish skit. There we go.
Some people are so dumb that I genuinely wonder how they survive from one day to the next. And then I remember that jellyfish have survived for 650 million years with no brain.
She's got a point. She does have a point.
I am so sorry, but I crack up every time. And then, I go through. I'm starting to get back on my TikTok, where I originated from. TikTok. I haven't been on there in a while, and I forgot what I loved about TikTok. And it's all the crazy stuff. It is literally all the crazy.
Yeah, let me just say this: playing victim to a situation you caused is delusional as fuck.
I'm sorry. There's just some things that just crack me up. These people crack me up. I can't help it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, oh man, this is serious.
Yeah, let me just say this.
Oh, sorry, I actually hit a button. Sorry about that.
This whole thing has just gotten serious, and this is scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary because the sheer brutality of this is just horrific.
Yeah, it's the Gestapo era. If you don't believe or identify the way I identify, we're going to take you out at all costs. We're going to build channels to fight. It's like, really? Like, what? The idea that somebody, like, I'm a liberty person. I talked about that all the time. Like, you do you, I do me. Stay out of my way, I'll stay out of your way, right? I don't really care. I don't care. But these people actually act like I've got to listen to them. Are you effing kidding me? Do you not know? I will tell you where to go and how to get there and offer to take you if you need a ride. Like, no. Ask my mama. I've never been good at following directions, ever.
Well, I'm an Aries, so you can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do, and no one's gonna tell me what to do. But one of them was so far as to going into saying, I sent a packet that I have on Betty to Moscow. Are you kidding me?
Coming from criminals. I mean, the people that are putting this together probably have records longer than mine, convicted of their records, by the way. Mine is just, there's no, and they're having to eat. I remember seeing one of these people. She's been after me. She's a small channel. Nobody listens to her because all she does is bitch, moan, and grow, and cry. Literally. and she's been out, and she's like, and it's so funny because one of the other people had one of the other hate groups had said something about, oh, she was arrested for this, and then you saw on this little channel, yes, and it's another charge that they just chose not to prosecute on, and it's like, no, that's a charge I actually went to court on, and got thrown out. Like, I do go through the process. I mean, you got to, it's not just about arresting somebody. You actually have to have the evidence to charge them with a crime. Like,
see, I actually had that done to me too, but I had it done to me by way more prominent people than those lazy old hags. But
it's like,
yeah, I had something.
What are you going to do? Tell them I was troubled 10, 20 years ago? They could give a rat's ass about that. This is law enforcement that deals with freaking rapists and murderers, and you're sending them
exactly. This is a serious situation. This is a quadruple homicide.
They give a rat's ass about some personality on freaking YouTube. Like, give me a break. Like, these people believe this. Like, in their brains, they actually believe that these people care, that law enforcement actually gives a shit about me. Like, they're so delusional. They actually think the world stops with Bullhorn Betty. Like, what?
It's not. I mean, this is not.
And
this is not snitching to the principal. This is like snitching to the principal that so and so was smoking at lunch.
I know. Don't you guys know? I mean, bitches get stitches.
This is a quadruple homicide, for Christ's sake.
Oh,
but these, and until some type of evidence is uncovered that could possibly point to someone extremely close to these kids, such as one of their.
It's extremely close, but I think these kids know who it is. I think they've had interactions with them. I don't think they're their inner circle, but I definitely think they're in their circle somewhere.
Oh, I believe that too. But like, and until the investigation somehow leads to someone in the house or one of the boyfriends or something like that, these people are going through serious pain, and you don't point the finger at someone for a quadruple homicide unless you've got absolute proof.
Absolutely, and that's what makes me feel bad. Like, even like Jeremy, he was one of the first people that the news walked up to and he spoke with. His interview went viral because he was the only person talking at the time. And then everybody starts looking into him. It's like, oh, he hunted. I hunted. I've hunted. I have killed an animal. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't beat Bullhorn Betty up. But I have hunted. It doesn't mean I am guilty of a quadruple homicide. I mean,
exactly.
I was raised in the country. I was raised by country folk. I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah, I'm from the South. Believe me, I'm from Arkansas. I mean, the boys I went to school with had gun racks in the windows of their trucks with loaded 2 or 3 fully loaded shotguns, and their trucks were unlocked.
That was back whenever I was growing up. I was shooting guns when I was 5 years old. And, we, unfortunately, country folk, we had to learn with squirrels and blackbirds. I mean, that's how we learned to shoot.
Yeah.
I don't do that stuff anymore. So all the PETA people out there, don't come lynching Bullhorn Betty. I mean, I was young. That's the way I was raised. But I do keep a loaded gun in the house. I mean,
I've got a yard full of deer. I feed them. I've got a yard. I looked out my back window the other night right before I went live, and there was 3 deer right out my back window. I feed them though.
Yeah, when I got a little older, I stopped shooting the gun. Well, my dad wouldn't let me because
I've seen Dandy too many times.
Right, and that was it. Is they went deer hunting one time, and they saw this beautiful deer, and I was like, "Not Bambi!" So I took my gun and I shot it in the air, and my dad whipped my little rear end and took me. All the guys looked at him like, "I told you not to bring her."
Well, hell, they come up out here and I talk to them. Hey,
Right.
beautiful, how are you? You know, if it's Doe or and her babies or whatever, I'm like, hey, beautiful, how are you?
Yeah.
And they'll just sit there and look at me and go back to eating or whatever. Because
Yeah.
like I said, I stroke corn all over the place out here. So
Yeah. My neighbor feeds the birds and the squirrels out here now. It's so cute because he's got slinkies on his birdhouses because the squirrels like to go up and just feast, like take everything.
hi, Debbie.
And so he put a slinky on these birdhouses, and it's so funny. And that is comedy in itself. Just watching these squirrels trying to get up to the birdhouse.
One night I was at a campground. I was at a campground on the lake, and I was sitting outside, and there's a point. I was on the end at this campground, and there's a point down there where you can go sit on a bench and look off this big old cliff out into the lake and stuff. And they had a couple of trash cans, you know, down there for people at that end to take their trash down to. I sat there for 45 minutes watching these two coons try to get the lids off them trash cans to get in the trash. And it was so hilarious. I got to feeling guilty. And I almost went down there and took the lids off for them because I got to feeling so bad because they could not get them lids off.
Oh, that's
but
funny.
They were entertaining me for about 45 minutes.
Yeah. It's funny. I mean, you know, these. I remember we had a raccoon that used to come in, made himself a little hole in the screen, and used to come in and eat the cat's food. Like, I don't know how many times I've walked out and that damn thing startled the shit out of me because I'm walking out expecting to put dog food or cat food in the dish. And there's this this raccoon was a hefty raccoon. He seen me and he's trying to run out of the screen.
Oh my God.
Get up under
I inherited some stray cats that from the landlord when they went back to Texas the first time, because my landlords are from Texas. And so I inherited these 3 cats, and I named them Gabby and Rose after Gabby's best friend Rose. And then one of them's name is Baby Summer.
Aww.
And I did that, you know, just to kind of, you know, just remember Gabby and Summer. But I named that one Rosie because she, you know, Gabby and Rose look just alike. Well, my Gabby and Rose are twins. I mean, you can barely tell them apart. But they had learned to climb up the ladder on my RV and hop onto the tire and come in through my back window.
Oh, there you go. They're smart.
And right at the end of my live the other night, Gabby come barreling through the window, scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, that's cute.
They are so sweet, but Gabby's been a whole lot of now Rosie and Baby Summer, they're still kind of skittish and they just come in and eat and go back outside. But Gabby, she's got to where she stays in here with me now since Smoke is gone, my dog that I lost during the Quentin Simon case.
Yeah.
And so she's been a lot of good company to me and all. We lay up in the bed and she wants my attention all the time now.
Yeah. All right, Ruby. Well, thank you so much for coming. I always enjoy our conversations in the morning.
Yeah, me too. I was glad to see you come in my chat the other night.
Yeah. I haven't, well, because I don't really get out.
Yeah.
I don't get out of the house much, and I don't get out of my YouTube too much, right? So I just happened to be scrolling through and saw that you were live and thought I'd pop in and show some love.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did. I kind of have a little bit of a, you know, a different format. I talk with people in the chat. But I'm supposed to be getting Wi-Fi out here tomorrow. If it don't rain them out, They're supposed to come and install Wi-Fi
I need to get
out
Fios
here.
over here. I've been waiting literally, I've been here for a decade and I have been checking for Verizon Fios literally forever, and they finally get it. And it's been installed for like a couple weeks and I haven't jumped all over it. I need it. 500 upload speed. Do you know how huge that is? Woo!
Well, this is the new oh crap, what is it called? Fiber optic?
Yeah, that's what Fios is.
Okay, well that's what this is the new fiber optic stuff. So and I live way out in the boonies, so you know they're having to run the lines and all that kind of stuff out here.
Yeah. Well, I live in town, and I was surprised they didn't have it here. They literally had it on the other side of the road, just not here. And I'm like, why aren't they got it over here? Like, come on. Like, I've been waiting for this forever. I'm sick of Spectrum. Been sick of it for a while. The same price. Listen to this. So the same price with Spectrum. I can have Verizon Fios with 500 upload speed and 500 download speed, 500 and 500. For the same price that I'm paying for a 300 download speed and a 10 megabit upload speed. Yes, that's correct. 10 megabit.
Oh my God.
You want to talk about ancient, slow? Yeah, try uploading a video at 10 megabits. It sucks.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's like having dial-up again.
Yes. I got great download speed. You want something down? No problem. Got it. Got that covered. Same price, by the way. And I can have 500 upload and download speed. Actually, it'd be cheaper for me to have 500 upload and download speed.
Wow, that's interesting.
And I should be jumping all over it, and I haven't. But I need to call. I do have, there's a lot of stuff I have to do. Like right now, I've got to calculate all this stuff. Oh, Miss Ann's in the house. What is up, Miss?
Are they? I was going to ask you a question, and then I'll let you talk to Ann. Hi,
okay,
Ann.
hold on, Miss Ann. Turn me down in the background, Miss Ann. All right, go ahead.
Oh shit! Now I forgot what I was. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I was going to ask you a question and then it just totally slipped my mind.
I hate when it happens.
Oh, never mind. Dadgummit.
All right. Well, you take care. God bless you.
Okay. All right. Talk to you later.
Miss Ann, how you been?
I'm good.
How you been?
Good morning.
You gotta turn down your background. I can hear myself.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Well, how in the world do I do it?
Probably on one of your tabs. You probably have a tab open.
Hang on. I don't know.
Yeah, it's squeaking. Try to figure it out and come back in. Because I'm hearing squealing on. Woo, that was too much. I could hear that squealing. That would drive me nuts. But Miss Ann can come back in. I miss Miss Ann. Miss Ann she made Bullhorn Betty some lemon cream and almond cream, like a butt cake. It was really, really, really delicious. It was really good. And I shared the lemon with Smiley's husband. Smiley stories. I think Haley having more injuries doesn't mean she was a target. It just means she was more sober than Maddie and would have fought more. That is possible, Hillary. That is possible. That is definitely, without a doubt, a possible theory. Hold on a second. Ashley, thank you. Oh, Okay, sorry, I was reading something from my friend. Yes, there is a press conference today from what I heard. I haven't received any information. Let me go back and see if we have anything on those. If they have anything on the last press conference that we read here. Let me just see if we've got anything on there. Give me just a second. Here we go. Let's see what this one has. Does it say anything about a press conference coming up? I don't see. I mean, these press conferences, they're it's now up to 5 pages. It used to only be 2 pages, but they keep adding to it, and they keep the retaining information from the previous one, and they just add to it. So now it's up to 5 pages, but I don't see anything in here that states on their last press conference that they would be doing a press conference today. But I did hear it from a reliable source that yes, they are indeed having a press conference today. I don't know when. I don't know what time. I know nothing. So if you guys hear about it, please let me know immediately. Thank you, Steffers. I appreciate it. Let me know immediately, and we will go live. We will get it up, whatever. I'm sure it's not going to be until later today. If it is. What else do we have here? Let me just check a couple other things. Missy Ann, you never came back up! Rumors that Sigacry frat boys were involved. So here's some interesting stuff here. Let me share my screen. This says Schizo frat C's did this. Mad skills with lacrosse and knife and wrestling. E posed, no challenge. They already gave their alibis, DNA not in CODIS. They're laughing now. So these are things that are coming from a person named Anonymous. And it says, brah, you can see the King Roadhouse from SX room. I don't know who SX is. Once that the 3rd floor light turned off, they did it. 19 minutes total, walk included. Talk about the shit at Bishop Kelly and SX. It says blank and E got in a fight that night. So somebody and E got in a fight that night. I'm sure E means Ethan. Allegedly, X allegedly talking shit. L had probs with Mads. So L, don't know who that is. This shit's been brewing since Fall Rush last year. C's went quiet on SM for 2 weeks before and after the deed. Mom, a paralegal, so he knows not to say shit. Ellie cleared his SM. So there's a lot of stuff coming out from an anonymous source related to this, them being targeted, and not just like all 4 of them. It seems like we're targeted for some kind of situation. Now, again, this is just pure speculation. We have no way of corroborating this information whatsoever. We have no way of corroborating whom they're referring to, just that there are some things coming out pointing to the fraternity. I did want to bring back that, JLR has been stating for quite a while that he believes that the fraternity has been involved or is potentially involved as one of his potential suspects, plural, because there's multiple people at the frat house that reside there. So again, this is kind of full circle. We started noticing that law enforcement a few days ago, about a week ago, started talking more about the fraternity. There was a big gap in the timeline with Xana and Ethan's timeline. And come to find out, they were at the party the whole time. And it's like, why was that information withheld? And who withheld that information? How did they finally corroborate that they were at that party until 1:45 in the morning? And if they were, from 9 p.m. to 1:45, and Ethan went to another party prior to that with his sister, I have to kind of think that maybe everybody was a little intoxicated. I don't know their drinking habits. I didn't see any weird, drunk posts from them or anything that would ever make them look bad in the light of the public. But you'd have to think they are college kids, and even good college kids are still college kids, right? I mean, that's just the way it goes. So maybe they did party it up at the fraternity house. Maybe that's where they were until 1:45 in the morning. But I'm just, again, just thinking, because we had some other texts that were released from Xana's family that almost implies that they were home together. So I'm just, I don't know. There's a lot of mixed information out there, and it does make the speculation, ramp up a little bit. So anyways, but Miss Anna, I wish I got a chance to talk to you. I bet you it's a tab. What happens is whenever you click on the link to come up here, it opens a new tab, and your YouTube tab is still open a tab before. So you just needed to go back and close that tab out. So you could speak to me without the stuff in the background. So I'm sorry it didn't work out, but I miss you. I'm coming back. It looks like January 11th is Leilani's hearing. So I'm actually considering potentially coming back for that event. But if not, I'll definitely be there before the 11th. So anyways, God bless you guys. Let's see what else we've got on here. If anything else has any kind of relevance that we should be looking at related to this case. But I have to say that, it does sound like it could potentially be, related to the fraternity. People were there. Everybody knew everybody from the fraternity. Would it be uncommon? I mean, we're looking at for somebody that's very angry. Could that very angry person have come from a disagreement? Yes. Yes, I do believe so. I do believe so. And I also pegged early on that the four, Ethan, Xana, Maddie, and Kaylee, had a unique friendship between all four of them that they did not share with the other two people in that home. And I knew that early on just by the way of looking at their social media. I still have all their social media profiles still pulled up. I never closed those out. But I've had them up and been previewing them. And the one thing I noticed is that, you always saw Xana and Maddie and Kaylee and Ethan always together, but you didn't really see Bethany and Dylan with them as much. So it's like, you could definitely see that there was a differences. That doesn't mean they didn't hang out. Doesn't mean they didn't go do things together. It just means that they weren't as close or as good of friends as the rest of them were. Could that have posed a problem? It could have posed a problem in that house. Think about it. If you got four friends that are basically running the house, right? Because they have, vote power, right? There's 4 against 2. It seems like, maybe the 2 might have been better. It's possible. I'm not saying that happened. I don't want people going on these kids' pages and telling them that they're guilty because they didn't get their way in it. I don't want that. That's not what I'm implying here. I'm just giving some perspective, some context to what could have potentially went on. I mean, not every personality. You're not going to stick 6 people in a house that don't know each other and expect it to be a kumbaya moment the entire time they're there. Like, if that happens, you're lucky, right? It's all speculation. Exactly. Everything that we've been hearing outside of what we're hearing from the press releases, guys, no matter how much we want to believe everything to be 100% true, while some of it might be true, we have to understand everything we're hearing is pure 100% speculation. Unless you're getting it from a firsthand knowledge person or from the police, you have to take it as speculation. So don't take any of the stuff you're hearing online as true, right? Unless we hear it from a reliable source. And I think that's the problem. We're hearing all this information, as we always do. And, you know, when cases like this come out, everybody's throwing out theories, things like that. And some people are actually talking as if it's fact. I try to stay away from that. I really work very hard. Every now and again, I forget some things that I'm saying that's my opinion sounds like it's fact. So I really have been working very, very hard to make sure I let you guys know what is truth, what is actual fact, and what is speculation, theories, hypothesis, you know, things of that nature. I think it's natural for us to get information. I mean, we're taught that from a young age, you know, critical thinking and problem solving skills. So it's natural for us to hear these, you know, true crime cases and hear some of the facts, and our wheels start turning, you know, the cogs start moving. And we're speculating on what could have happened, what makes sense to us, you know, because 1 + 1 = 2. So if we can figure out what the formula is to get us to 2 with these cases, we've got it made. So it's curious, it's curiosity, it's the problem, it's the puzzle, you know. I mean, in a lot of these cases, it's a puzzle. And I guarantee a lot of you that watch true crime probably love doing crosswords, love doing, you know, puzzles. I bet you like puzzles, whatever kind of puzzles, right? I love a good crossword puzzle. I love to put together a 1,000-piece puzzle. Why? Because it utilizes my brain, and these cases utilize my brain. And there's not one case that's really alike. We have some similarities from this case to that case, but none that are alike. And I think that's where the curiosity, you know, lies with the true crime, and why it's so popular to talk about and want to be curious about. It's not really the goriness of it. It's the puzzle of this, you know, it's, you know, trying to find who did this and why. So it's just really curiosity, in my opinion. But anyways, guys, I know we've been going for a couple hours. I know there's going to be some other creators coming on for their regular program. And, you know, I've been trying to get back here on the afternoons because our channel is growing. We don't have, we still have our big 1,000 people in here for the coffee club, right? But we also have an afternoon crew that doesn't get to see us live. Hold on. Miss Ann might have it back. Hold on. We might, let's see. Crew that doesn't get to see us. Nope, I can still hear myself in the background. Miss Ann might have it back. Hold on.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, but I can hear myself. You gotta go up to the top of your screen. You see those little tabs? You gotta look for the YouTube tab. And then you gotta close the YouTube tab.
Hold on.
You gotta look for the YouTube tab.
Yeah.
It wasn't squealing so bad. It wouldn't be so bad. Hold on, let me just turn. Whew. That starts giving me a headache.
I don't know.
Yeah. Here, let me show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you. Look at your screen. See, up here is tabs. Yeah. I guarantee you've got a tab like this open. Look at your screen. See, up here is tabs. Yeah. And I bet you if you close the one that has YouTube, you'll probably... See, up here is tabs.
Let's see.
Yay!
Wow.
Oh, Miss Ann, how you doing?
I'm good, darling. How you?
Well, I'm doing better now that I'm not hearing that squealing in my ears.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It takes a minute.
That's okay.
Yeah, when you come down, you know you're welcome to stay here. You've seen the setup.
Yeah.
Stay in no hotel or whatever. You'll be safe here.
Yeah.
I'll body slam them if anybody comes up here messing with us.
Right. We know you. We know you. You like to what is that? What the toe hold?
Leg over toe hold.
Leg over toe hold. Don't be messing with Miss Ann. You'll get a leg over toe hold.
Or either you get body slam or a headlock.
There you go.
You get it all. You come mess with me. Anyway, yeah. I've got a busy Friday, next Friday the 23rd.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of cakes to bake. Yep. Bunch of cakes to bake. So I'll be busy with that. And of course, my regular stuff here, it'd be a Friday, so command center will be hopping.
Yeah.
It's been busy around here, not just in our county, but the other counties I listen to. So it's been busy around here. I really hadn't left the house and been anywhere lately, so I don't know what all has been going on. I hadn't been on YouTube much to watch you or Dolly or.
Don't worry, I haven't been on YouTube much either. I've been doing so much research and looking into this and looking into that, and it's just. I was supposed to get several videos out yesterday. I didn't even have time to do those, so I got to try to get those done when I wrap up here.
How's your mom?
Oh, my mom's great. She's great. She's going to be going to, I think she's going to my sister's house, and then she's going over to my other sister's house for Christmas. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably spend the day right here with.
Me too. Me too. I got a lot of crap to do here. I got a lot of crap to do everywhere. Just never ending.
With this lazy crew that I got here, as you can tell in the background.
My best friend was telling me I need a little dog, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing animals.
This one right here. Hold on, let me get her over here. Come here, Sissy. Come to Mama. Come here, Mama. Say, I'm gonna have Santa babies.
Aww. Pretty girl.
Say hello. You want to say hello? Say, I'm gonna have Santa babies.
Oh, wow, nice.
I can't pick her up. She's too heavy.
Yeah, I know. My best friend, she's got this cute little dog, and it's so adorable, and she just so sweet. And she's like, "You need a little one?" I'm like, "No." And she's like, "But you can travel. They're small enough. You can travel with them now." And I'm like, "No, because it's going to cost me extra. And then when I don't want to pay for the extra money, then I'm going to be having to leave. And I don't want to do that. Now somebody else is responsible for my poor little animals. No, can't do it."
Now, she has some beautiful puppies. She mates with my neighbor's long-hair Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
So they little and they cute, and I train them to hate men. I'm only kidding. I don't train them to hate men, but funny that when they go to their new owners, they don't like men. I don't know what it is. So this brown one here, my boy.
They're probably smart.
My brown one, he definitely don't like men. You can't come in this house without his hair sticking up on his back.
I don't know. All your dogs were pretty friendly to Dolly. I guess maybe Dolly's just got that. I don't know.
Yeah, because you were with Dolly, and that's why. So, you gonna have babies? Say, I'm gonna have pretty babies.
Aw, I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, she's so miserable right now.
Yeah, my bad.
I got to go out in the barn and get her big dog crate and get it set up and get it ready because I guess we're going to have either Santa or New Year's Eve babies.
Well, there you go. Can't wait to see them. I bet you they're going to be so cute. And I'll be by shortly thereafter.
Well, like I said, you're welcome to stay here. You've seen the setup.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother you.
Yeah, I know.
The crew won't bother you. Well, they might.
No, the crew definitely will. They will.
Yeah, the crew's got to have attention, and especially this one, Sissy. So, Sissy, look up there. You want to see him?
Yeah.
See, you're on.
Yeah, but by the time I get there, she's probably going to be doing mommy duties.
She will, and hopefully they'll be old enough for you to take one back.
Don't be pushing.
You can't help but fall in love.
I know. That's why I got to stay away from puppies. I have puppy faces. Oh, no.
Okay,
and the whole potty training. I always did well with my dogs and potty training, like the crates. But
this one here, he's so jealous.
Yeah. Aww.
You are so jealous. Want to say hey?
Hey.
Where's that kitty cat? He's been sitting up on the back of the couch eyeballing that big white cat that was trying to catch that squirrel that was in the tree.
Yeah.
But they keep me busy. I just took them Took them out a while ago. Oh, there's Abby. Come here, Abigail. Abby. Come here. You want to say hello? Abby, you want to say hello?
Well, yeah. Hey,
there's Abby. Oh, well. Abby. Goodness gracious. I'm getting all kind of morning kisses.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, Miss Ann. Well, I've been on here for 2 hours. I need to go. I need to get working. I got videos that I was supposed to put out yesterday. I got videos that need to go out today. I got work all day long.
Yeah, I gotta get busy. I've got to go down to the church here and help them out a little bit. And then come on back here. Y'all, come on.
They want their 15 minutes of fame.
They got it. Ooh. More like 3 minutes.
There you
before
go.
They get all up in my face.
They'll be back in your face in just a few moments.
I get on this couch and go to sleep at night. I got all of them lined up by my legs and on the back of the couch. And once they see I fall asleep, they come and get in between me and my back.
Yeah.
I mean, my back and the couch. They a trip.
They like to snuggle.
Yes, they do. All for it. Well, Lucy, she's over there in the recliner. She don't care. She's so old. She's laid back. She don't worry about nothing or nobody. But these other three, they're right up my.
Stop right there.
Yeah, I did.
Stop right there.
I did. But anyway, yeah, when you get in town, you're welcome to stay here. Come eat, come visit, do whatever.
We'll do. Make me a cake.
You got my phone number. Yes, I'll bake you a cake.
All right, love. I'll talk to you soon.
Is Olivia gonna meet up with you?
Yeah, she should be coming with. So we'll be back.
Well, I know her mom wants a cake.
Yeah. Oh, her mama loved that. I couldn't eat no more. She loved it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna So when y'all get in town, let me know, and I'll bake Mom one. But I have to have a day's notice. You know that.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know off air.
All right, you got my number. You know how to contact me.
God bless.
I love you, miss you, and I can't wait to see you.
Oh, I miss you too. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thanks. Take care.
All right, guys. Well, it's nice to always hear from friends that we meet along the way. Miss Horn, Savannah, Georgia. As many of you guys know, we were out there for the Quentin Simon case. Met a lovely friend, and we'll have a friend for life with Miss Ann. So just really happy to see that. So we'll see and talk to her really, really soon. For everybody else, guys, we are kind of done with the show for now. I don't know if I'll be back this afternoon or not. I know I told you guys I was going to be back for the afternoons for the last couple days and haven't been able to do it. So I'm not going to say I'm going to be back this afternoon. Maybe I'll be back this afternoon. doing the psychological warfare on myself, right? So anyways, guys, I want you guys to have an amazing, beautiful Monday, Manic Monday. Welcome to the week, folks. As we gear up for Christmas, I just want to tell each and every one of you, if nobody told you they love you today, I love you. And I mean that. I really do mean that. Go make it a rockin' week. Again, I want you guys to all, this is the time of giving. If you see somebody struggling, if you can help them, help them. You see somebody that needs help loading some groceries in the car, help them. Do an act of love. Do an act of kindness for a perfect stranger. As we gear up toward Christmas. Guys, don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Good day.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.